ton. So what are we doing today? Today we're going to be doing a Redux stream. We're going to be taking a look at an old game I wrote, seeing what we can do to fix it. And that old game being High Speed Death Machine. Or the new Redux version is going to be called Chimera Dreamers. Now, High Speed Death Machine has kind of a weird history for me, because I wrote it when I was in a complete funk. I didn't quite know what I was doing. Design-wise, I was kind of at a weird standpoint, didn't quite know what I wanted to do going forward. So I cobbled something together. It was quick, it was fast, and it was inspired by a thread on TG about Titanfall 2 and how there isn't really any good system to do really high speed, well, scary combat. The idea of going incredibly quickly and having that kinetic energy. Yeah, people couldn't find a good game to do that in. Either it was too slow, it was too clunky, blah, blah, blah. So what I did was I attempted my own hand at it. And that attempt was High Speed Death Machine. Was it a success? Well, somewhat. At its core, High Speed Death Machine was a game about going very fast, and that speed kind of lent itself to a bizarre, we'll call it, game. There we go. So one of the core ideas behind it was that this is not a game for a group of players. This is a group for one player, and originally not even a GM. However, going through trying to make a system to run that kind of game, to run like a Mythic GM emulator or something similar to that, no, that was not, no, that was not easy. That was not easy, nor was it simple. So I said, screw it, and stopped it. A lot of those games, when it comes down to one man, it's like, oh, well, here's your GM emulator and stuff like that. Usually what I notice about them is that they're either very fantasy focused or they're very long in the approach, if that makes sense. It's a game that takes its time to tell you its story, and that's all right if that's the kind of game you're going for. However, in a game about frenetic kinetic combat, where, one of the attributes, as you can see right there, is shouting, that wasn't going to work, and I didn't quite know what I was going to do with it, so I didn't. I said, nope, we're not going to touch this, and I didn't. I stopped touching it immediately and went on to write just, again, a one-on-one RPG at its core. And that was kind of how this operates. One player, a bucket of D6s, inflict mass carnage and death upon your foes, or just having fun. Yeah, you can also tell where some names came from. This was an older game too. This came out, I wrote this one pretty about mid 2020. So this game's got a few months on it that I haven't really been able to actually touch at all. It's been one of those weird games that it's like, it's so different, similar enough to other games, that I haven't been really wanting to do anything with it, because it was so delicate and ill-balanced in more than one way. I do know one person, actually ran it, and I'm going to need to yell at them, actually. So, let's see. Perform check 3d6 plus attributes modifier and attempt to bypass target number set by the operations director. Yeah, this is when I was in my 3d6 phase, so I'm going to put a note here. Maybe change. Yeah, I was in the D6 phase. Yeah, D6 phase, notepad. D6 is the best die. What can I say? Let's see. Chimera is cut above the average stock of humanity, being a complete engine of destruction as they decimate the battlefield in a flurry of violence. Each Chimera is a collection of attributes, traits, and their adrenaline shot. Each Chimera starts with a 2 in each of their... let's see. A Chimera starts with 2 in each attribute. Then they will add 12 attribute points. Then they will add 12 attribute points. Actually, then they will divide 12 attribute points among attributes to round out. Part of me wants to, again, just go away from the 3d6, but the other half of me wants to dedicate to it, because again, I've gone this far with it, and this is a redux, not a redo. So, let's keep going. Ability, employ weapons, bring death to enemies directly. A character with high aggression is force of nature. I should just change a character, a Chimera. Chimera. Use weaponry, dealing with enemies directly. Abilities, brute force problems. Aggression... Chimera. Operations. Low operations prefer brute force methods dealing with threats, neglecting the scholar's side. Manipulation technology, skill at using tools that are disposable, and pure logic and reasoning. What I may do is split like aggression with, if you want to do more of a firearm build. Hello, Salmon. Why are you up? Go to... Wait a second. Why are you awake? You're not supposed to be awake at this hour. Let's see. Shouting, voice, and usage of such manipulating others influence people around them. Oh, goodness. But yeah, no, we're looking at an old game I wrote. Chimera's voice and usage of such to manipulate others and influence people around them. A Chimera with high shouting. These and call the weak easier. A Chimera. Low shouting is quite individual, preferring their weapon to do the talking. Okay, yeah, that works. Very weird way of wording it, but it works. Social situations. Raw speed and ability to carry the momentum of different sides of the fight of the battlefield. A Chimera with high surge, speeding bolt, traversing the... Natural dexterity, skill, and chases. So... See, the funny thing about this game was that it came out before I even knew what the term Sigma male was. Or even the Sigma male thing was even a thing. However, if you want to get a good idea of what a Chimera is, picture every meme-worthy indication of the Sigma male, and that's effectively what you are. You aren't really human. Like, you are a raging beast, and it's hilarious, and that's kind of the entire point I wanted to get across. Yeah, Sigma balls. Let's see. the way through the environment to kill and destroy every simply radiating the pure killing, as they are simply radiating pure killing intent. Chimera with high shouting or operations may seem normal, but simply a mask to hide their true violent nature. Now here comes the weird part. Traits are the Fate gives a bonus that allows them to continue their massacre faster and more efficiently. What was my original plan? Fix these things. Sigma male, from what I've gathered over the year it's been out about, if you've ever seen any Ryan Gosling movie, usually when people are referring to them, it's the, it's like, oh, you are the alpha male, you are the beta male. The Sigma male, quote unquote, is like the weird loner who's really cool and really awesome and does really cool and awesome things, even though they're a weird loner. You can kind of see how it has attracted a certain amount of popularity, which I can only really describe as the guys who watch Ryan Gosling movies religiously and can recite the entirety of Drive, like it's going out of style. This is coming from someone who actually liked Drive. Let's see. I not have this? Huh. Thought I did. Lil Schmiegel, recovery document. Where are you? It's down here? Yeah, it must be down here. Now you're seeing the issue there, but it's there's literally videos. I mean, like, I am the Sigma male. I mean, it's very odd. The guy from Drive, the driver, is his own special, well, whatever the hell he is. Hyperviolence, Chimera will sing. I wrote in a funk, finished it with a triumph. Alright. So let's see. Chimera has 5 traits to define themselves. Dodge, recover, break action, action reload. Slows down. And then take a second action. What's combat encounter? Death Seeker. I'm gonna have to define this, it's... Yeah, to a degree there, Bada. It's the idea behind it, I think, was you're not the Chad alpha male, but you don't want to be called a beta male, so you're like, I'm a weird social recluse, but I'm still cool, kind of thing. It's like, oh, exactly. I'm not asocial poop. I'm a cool loner. I think everybody wants to be the cool loner, but nobody. But being I understand that I am a quiet person. I am a person who likes to, do my own thing in my own pace usually, and I'm not a talkative person except in here and with people I know. Like, if I'm among people I don't really know that well, I'm dead silent. However, do I consider myself some Sigma male badass who's like, oh, don't worry, I'm just too cool for school? No. We live in a society, Bada. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you even say that anymore? I know tomorrow I get to watch the entirety of the Snyder Cut, so that's going to be a fun, exciting adventure. I'm going to need to find combat encounters a little bit more. This one, 5 endurance. Let cannot regain endurance in any circumstance. Has fully given up all thoughts of reality. +2 to all action, but cannot socialize or interact with others. This needs changing. Change or something. Yeah, my idea behind Fists of Fury was the idea that it's the fist only super hot build of you just slamming your fist into someone's face and shattering it because you are just that much of a psychopath. Silent murders individual. +5 to their surge rolls from the initiative. Chimera's execution. The Chimera's executions double the amount of endurance regained. Gun kata can use a ranged weapon in melee combat. Hardcore parkour, such aggression and speed that when maneuvering they can kill a minion or deal surge damage or deal their surge and damage to an HVT. Actually, let's see, it'd be high value target. Kill high value targets. They deal double damage. They deal double damage to them. 2 momentum at the start of every combat encounter. No, Sleep. We are not making nostalgia critic references in my goddamn chat. No. I'd have a line, and that line is nostalgia critic references. God. I remember when I loved the nostalgia critic. I watched him all the goddamn time. Nah, consider it a warning, though. And I like the idea behind the nostalgia critic. I don't like Doug Walker, though. Doug Walker, can't deal with him. Let's see. Double the amount of endurance regains. Penalties associated. Aggression speed that when maneuvering they can kill a minion. I'm gonna change minion names. They need something else. HVTs for high value targets work. Hot switch immediately kills a mook target and when they are disarming for what? You need to get fixed. Fixie. I don't know how I want to fix you, but you just need that. Ugh. Yeah, I was thinking about calling them something else. Yeah. I kept going back and forth with like Mook Minion. What I was thinking about doing is just giving them like one solid name that isn't Mook or Minion. Honestly, I was thinking about calling them something like Disposables or something like that. Like, I wonder, can we get away with it? Yeah, fodder would be that'd be a good one. Can I get away with showing this? I'm gonna kill my stream probably, but oh god, what's nope, that's not it. Nope, not old boy. What is that goddamn... Oh, let's see, opening. The villainous, that's it. See, this is the idea here, and let's murder my computer real fast. So I can show this too. The reason I could show this is by sheer technicality, it is a yeah, you probably from just that, you can kind of see the idea of what I was going for this game. Hardcore Henry. This movie is actually not first person, and it drives me nuts because I know it isn't. I actually thought it was from it. That's why I was like, I need to watch this movie. Uh, it is not, in fact, first person. It is. It's not even quite what you think it is. Good movie. Don't get me wrong. Good movie. That's a little bit different, but you get things like this came out in 2017. The long ass movie is 2 hours. So wait, I'm trying to get the. I think this movie's on Netflix too. American Netflix, anyway. Yeah, no, sleep. It's this first section of the movie. That first section of the movie is first person, but the rest of the movie is not. And I was grossly misled when I realized it was not. Still a good movie though. Villainous is actually a really good movie. You should totally watch it if you can. Yeah, no, Old Boy. Old Boy was another adventure. Trust me, I watched that fucking hallway fight scene about 150 times when I was writing this damn game, just because it gets across the idea of like he is such a goddamn tank. You know, when the fact that he can take all of it, but he's still like visibly hurt. Old Boy ranks up there. It's one of my favorite movies, very much so. No, I think the first raid takes home the cake of my Asian action films. But any Indonesian action film. Yeah, yeah, it's not just punch, oof, or it's people. They're flying around. Hell, the big guy, and I think as I remember, it's the big guy from Old Boy. He gets the shit kicked out of him, and you can clearly see him, struggling the entire time as he's getting the shit beat out of him. But you understand, like, yeah, he's the toughest guy there because everyone thinks he's the biggest. See, I loved that. Let's see. Use shield for that. They had the minions value. Clarify. I need to clarify the minion values again, don't I? Clarify. Let's see. Wording. I think I might change guns in general. You know, the idea behind like one last use was like bang, bang, bang. Okay, my pistol's done. I'm going to just throw my pistol with enough force to kill you with it. Because I am a fucking belligerent psychopath who can do that. Let's see, stemmed up again. Every time they achieve their adrenaline shot. Unmaker, shot 3 times during mission. Cannot trigger naturally. Move along walls and other objects quickly gain speed and momentum. They gain +1 momentum if they use a maneuver along a wall. This needs expand map options and concepts. It needs something there. I don't know what that is though. God. Yeah, No More Heroes was also a big influence on this. I love No More Heroes. Shame about the latest games though. But let's see. Okay, the adrenaline shots. These were like the difficult combat situation. Like kill enemy mooks and high value targets. Okay, a charge of adrenaline that triggers. Character can only have 1 adrenaline shot. Adrenaline shot requires higher body count to trigger the next. First adrenaline shot requires 10, 15, and so on. A high value target counts as 5 mooks. I need to change that. I don't know. I might change this entire. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Change this entirely. It needs something. I don't know what it is. But these are like beast mode. They double all damage they deal for a turn and add +1 momentum. They double their current momentum. Blood Red Haze. Enters Berserk Fury. Lashing out at all enemies. 3d6 plus aggression plus shouting. Kill that many moves or deal that much damage to a high value target. Enduring restores 10 endurance. Don't die yet. Enduring needs something else. More. Yeah, Full Metal Jacket needs more. Tough as nails, weapon dancers, Zensei, clarity, attack 3 moves for free or high value target once before they come to their senses. "15 endurance represents the ability to pull through impossible odds, walk off debilitating injuries. In general, keep going without it succumbing to their wounds. Endurance does not regenerate while on a mission, but between missions, a Chimera will receive plus 2d6 endurance back. Chimera is reduced to 0 endurance. The next successful attack against them will kill them. However, they will immediately trigger their adrenaline shot in a second wind. If they've already used their second wind or restored no endurance, Chimera is killed. Or is over, they've failed their mission. High-speed death machine is a game built around the core concept of going faster, die trying. Yeah. To give you an example, we're almost already done. We're over halfway actually finishing up this this game. This isn't a very long. It's only 18 pages. It's a very short game. High-speed death machine's bloody fair. One word of the Chimera must cut through dozens of foes and slaughter away to the objectives. Find them with 2 camps, mooks, and high-value targets. A mook is a faceland that no one cares about, and they will die painfully by the Chimera's hands. HBTs are individuals capable of by sending value 0 to 5. This damage value that must be rolled. It's the damage value that must be rolled to successfully incapacitate the mook. Multiple mooks can be incapacitated per attack. HVTs are built similar to a Chimera. Number of traits and have endurance equal to their difficulty. They do not possess an adrenaline shot. Fixie. I don't know how to fixie it, but I can think about it. Answers, combat encounter. Kills an enemy, moves to a separate zone, or executes an HVT. Kills an enemy or executes HVD, they increase their momentum by 1. Performing a break action allows Chimera to recover them, reorganize themselves, reducing their momentum by 2 to a minimum of 1. Increases their momentum, they will gain more actions performed per turn, which is part of the round. When determining who begins the round, there's HVT in the encounter, roll contested surge check. The winner acts first. Minions always act last from the highest value to lowest. Two little weapons. They're using. That reminds me. I need to fix this Fury then. Fix. Depending on the type of weapon or their own traits, this may change the value. Maneuver. Reposition to a new zone. Execute. Execute single move. It restores their value and endurance. Disarm. Attempts to take a weapon enemy is currently using. If it is a mook, it automatically occurs. But if it is an HVT, roll contested aggression versus operations. Return to cover they use. Moves themselves out of harm's way, moving to a separate zone immediately. Dodge needs something. I don't know what it is. The idea there is like you're like combat dodging around. All right, get some sleep there, Salmon. Hello, people outside my door. How are you? I promise I'll be streaming earlier. I fell asleep like an asshole today. Recovery item. Use piece of the system recovering or to negates. Chimera rolls 3d6 plus shattering deal of damage to the mooks. A thrown weapon, the Chimera deals value of their die and damage. Value of their die? What? What? D6 plus rate of fire of the weapon added to it. Rolls the terrain features value in D6s and deal damage. What? Notepad, what were you thinking when you were writing this? Oh yeah, I need to update to new space to Grug space distance. Maybe I should just say fuck it and take out space distance entirely. Happily leaving it. In addition, each zone has serious terrain features. Lance phone wall. High-speed death machine. Bludgeon stab. On melee weapons can be thrown. Loses access to it until they regain it with an action. Yeah, you can tell this is really old because I have just things like this. So wait, how does what? The Chimera deals value of their die and damage plus aggression of them to the mooks. Add their weapon damage to the total. So it would be 3d6 plus aggression plus whatever this is. Alright, alright. Not elegant, but it works. Yeah, this needs something. I don't know what it is, but I need to fix it. What is any of this? This is terrible. Who? Oh yeah, I forgot I have a ladder in here. To make a Jackie Chan reference. Fix, change, stop now. Oh Lord, what was I smoking when I wrote this? Okay, armor. Let's see, tie on some option. Hell's Gates, less protection or functions. Damage absorbed by the armor from the HVT reduces, actually. But armor also degrades quality more. Armor is reduced by durability by the number of attackers against the Chimera. If in a battle with an HVT, the damage absorbed. Final thing to consider is with armor is the momentum cap, which is a hard limit on the amount of momentum a Chimera may have while the armor is equipped. Never go beyond the momentum cap, even through trait abilities. And that's it. Okie dokie then. We got a little bit more than I was thinking we're going to need to work on this. So, what's the damage? What's the damage, Chief? Ignore that. Damage ain't good. Damage ain't good at all. I can tell you that fucking much. So, what do we need? What do we need on this game? Well, I think the main thing what we're going to need to be... I think the main thing that's going to be needing is just fixing and clarifying terms. That's going to be a big one. Fixing and clarifying terms is going to be priority number one. That's going to be pretty simple, relatively simple. I mean, I think the second thing is going to be fixing weapons up. Weapons need a full overhaul, and combat in general needs an overhaul. I think I was kind of stuck in a way of doing things, and I need to look beyond that. I need to get that frenetic combat ability up and going. Honestly, I might actually reference fucking Super Hot more than anything, and just how fast things go with it. You know, it's you pumping out a bunch of guns. It's you making a solid move forward and pumping a bunch of people with guns and just throwing it and immediately tossing it at someone you don't like. Probably have to redo zones and locational combat in general. That's going to be a big deal. Honestly, I might reference Zaibatsu a little bit, if anyone remembers that game, what we did a Curious Case on. Because the Zaibatsu has the floor mechanic. That might not be the worst idea ever to reference. Probably over expanding the guns or simplifying them with, God, what was that game? It's called Macho Women with Guns. Might be the best idea. Or other really rules light, real simple games. I think that's going to be one of the key things with this is cut down on the rules, but use those rules effectively rather than kind of do the 50-50 way of how I was doing things originally. How do I want to commit to those rules? I don't know yet. But I have a strange feeling that simply just making a vague hand movement isn't... Something ain't working. Something is not clicking. I don't know how to unclick it. Declick it. Click it. Actually, let's see. In case you're wondering, too, this is a real game. Macho women with guns. To give you the idea of how serious this game is. You could yeah, macho women with guns. Honestly, I might reference some parts of this. What would be some good? What would be some like good high damage, high octane games to do some real big damage with it? Because what's the big problem right now? Big problem is that the mechanics are a little bit slower than what I need them to do. So this might get changed. I don't know how I'm going to change it, but I might. Unless I just change it to either 3d6 and that solves everything kind of thing. How do you get across the pure kinetic violence that you need in a game like this? I need to embrace ultra violence. How's blood pouch? Yeah, this is blood pouch. The best superhero game. People may think like HU is. It's not. It was always blood pouch. Mm. Maybe I should run this just to fuck with everybody. No, okay. You know what? I'm going to call it here. I think we've done enough research. I think I know how I need to fix it. It's just going to be a game of me staring at a monitor and wondering how to do it. So, my original plan was if it was going to be a simple enough fix, probably do it tomorrow. However, things are looking a little bit more extensive than what I was thinking. So what I will do is call it here, and on Monday we will see how far we can get through it. I'm going to spend Saturday and Sunday patching things up and beating my head up against a wall. If I can make it work, good. If I can't, I might have to spend Monday and Wednesday doing it. That's not the goal, because I want to say next Wednesday, my next week, I want to start on Fear and Hunger. That's my goal, unless someone approaches me with a commission. So that's the goal-arino right up here. So thank you all for watching. Godspeed, good luck. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. We will continue this on Monday.